So beautiful. What's up, YouTube? Hope everyone's having a good day, and I hope you enjoyed some of the scenery from when I went to the city a couple of weeks ago to pick up the fragrance that I want to talk about with you guys. As you can see, still pretty crappy in New York. As you can see by the jacket, still cold. It was nice a couple of days about a week ago, and it got cold again, but at the end of the day, life could be worse. Sometimes I have to remember that, you know, the most important thing is that I woke up this morning and I got to live another day. And sometimes you gotta bring it back to the basics. Man, I got spiritual quick. All right, let me get back into the video. All right, I want to talk about, let me talk about my scent of the day first. And that is Timbuktu by L'artisan. Beautiful mango. Well, it's a vetiver fragrance with mango and incense. Absolutely beautiful. I think it's absolutely underrated. It gets compliments too. Really, really good. Days like this with overcast, I think vetiver is perfect, so that's why I went with this. Now, back to the purchase that I made a couple of weeks ago. So I decided to go into the city because this was the only place that I can try these fragrances. Other than that, and you can get them online, because the only place that you can try them is the Celine boutique, so they're not in Saks or Bloomingdale's or anywhere like that. So I went in there, I went to the boutique store. Beautiful layout they had. I tried all of them. I got a couple of them, and I want to talk about this one first, and that is Nightclubbing by Celine. As you can tell, beautiful presentation with the cap working with the ridges on the side there. You got their logo at the top, magnetic, and the atomizers are familiar because they are owned by LVMH. So these are the same atomizers as the Dior fragrances, pressurized. All in all, beautiful strong magnet too. All in all, 10 out of 10, I think, packaging. But inside is what's important. This isn't a difficult fragrance to understand. If I remember the notes correctly, it's galbanum, vanilla, orris, musk, patchouli, and oak moss. So as soon as you spray this on, you're gonna get a huge blast of galbanum. Galbanum is absolutely beautiful. It comes off spicy, almost green tobacco, ashy-like. Really, really interesting. Really, really good. But this doesn't last long, that part. It lasts about 10-15 minutes. And then at that point, the galbanum starts to take a back seat to the musk, vanilla, and orris. 3 of these notes are working hand in hand beautifully. And underneath that, you're gonna still get the galbanum, the moss. Now, I'm gonna say that the patchouli, I do not get a lot of patchouli. Well, I don't get any patchouli. If it wasn't mentioned, I wouldn't even know. Maybe it's playing a role as far as the greenness in this fragrance, but there isn't a typical patchouli note in here, if there is any. So if you don't like patchouli, don't worry. I don't really think you're gonna pick any up. So at this point into the mid, you're gonna get the roll here is mainly the orris and the vanilla, with the musk wrapped around it, and the tree moss underneath it with the galbanum. As the fragrance goes down a couple hours in towards the dry down, the vanilla and the orris starts to get stronger, and the fragrance starts to get less and less green. All in all, this is a vanilla orris musky mossy green fragrance. Absolutely stunning, beautiful. I love it. Very sensual. One thing I will say is that if you, in 2021, if you are still looking for a nightclubbing fragrance, this isn't it. I don't think this was named correctly. It's very sensual and it doesn't project a lot. So I think if you were in a nightclub, between the alcohol, body sweat, and other fragrances, I don't think anyone's gonna really smell you unless they get close. I don't think it's a nightclubbing fragrance. So if that's what you're looking for, look elsewhere. Personally, I don't really like to talk about longevity because that can fluctuate from person to person. But personally for me, I get over 10 hours on this fragrance, and more than happy with that. So all in all, just a beautiful, powdery, sweet, buttery orris vanilla fragrance here with undertones of moss and galbanum. Let me know if you tried any of the fragrances from this line, and if you have any questions, just comment, let me know, and hopefully I'll be able to answer them as best as I can. And another thing, these come out to $220 plus tax for the 100 ml and $320 plus tax for the 200 ml. So yeah, that's my take on this. I have a couple of others. Let me know if you want to hear about them. I want to get a little bit more familiar with them, and I'll get back to you. All right. Thank you guys. Peace.